Welcome back. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been talking to a woman and thought, wait, is she just being nice or does she actually like me? In America's dating culture, reading between the lines is everything. Women rarely come right out and say, I'm into you, especially at the early stages. Instead, they drop subtle but powerful clues in how they act, how they speak, and even how they make you feel when you're around them. The truth is, attraction often hides in the details, the little things most men miss. If you can learn to pick up on these signs, you won't have to wonder anymore. You'll know exactly where you stand. So let's break down 7 fresh, real-world signs a woman truly likes you, without the cliches and without the guesswork. 1. She starts mirroring your energy. When a woman likes you, one of the first subconscious things she'll do is mirror your energy. This means her body language, tone of voice, and even her expressions start to align with yours. If you lean forward while talking, she might do the same without realizing it. If you use a certain slang phrase or unique hand gesture, she might start using it too. This isn't imitation, it's her brain's natural way of saying, we're in sync. Psychologists have found that mirroring often happens when two people feel a strong connection. And in dating, it's a big green light. In American social settings, like grabbing a drink at a bar or chatting during a casual meetup, mirroring is subtle but powerful. You might notice her sipping her drink right after you take a sip, matching your walking pace, or shifting her posture when you do. It's not forced, it flows naturally, almost like you're both tuned to the same frequency. The more comfortable she feels with you, the stronger this mirroring becomes. This sign matters because it's one of the hardest to fake. Anyone can laugh at your jokes or pay you compliments, but mirroring is deeply subconscious. It shows she's not only attracted, but also emotionally in sync with you. Once you start noticing it, you'll realize it's one of the clearest, most reliable indicators of interest. 2. She makes space for you in her day. In a country where everyone seems to be booked and busy, time is one of the most valuable things someone can offer. When a woman likes you, she'll make space for you in her schedule, even if it means shifting things around. That could look like inviting you to join her for lunch when she usually eats alone, staying up later than usual to text with you, or showing up to an event just because she knows you'll be there. American dating culture values independence, so making this kind of effort is a big deal. It's her way of saying, I'm not just fitting you in, I'm choosing to prioritize you. You might hear her say things like, I'll move some stuff around, or I'm free that night, let's hang out. Those aren't just throwaway lines. They're little declarations that you matter more than whatever else was on her calendar. It's important to pay attention to consistency here. Anyone can make time once, but if she repeatedly adjusts her plans, it's a pattern. That's not friendship-level effort. That's attraction. In the American mindset, where personal space and independence are highly valued, giving up time isn't casual, it's personal. 3. She teases you in a playful way. Teasing is practically a love language in the US. If she likes you, she may playfully roast you about your coffee order, call you out for a funny habit, or give you a quirky nickname. The difference between friendly teasing and romantic teasing is all in the delivery. Hers will usually be paired with a smile, warm eye contact, or a quick touch on your arm. It's not meant to insult, it's meant to spark chemistry and keep the conversation charged. This works because teasing lowers the walls. It allows her to test your sense of humor, see if you can handle light banter, and build an inside joke vibe that only the two of you share. In American dating culture, this is often a way to skip the stiff formalities and get straight to a more personal, comfortable connection. Think of it as her way of saying, I feel comfortable enough around you to let my playful side out. If you tease her back in a light, non-offensive way and she doubles down with more jokes, you're not in the friend zone, you're in the attraction zone. The more personal and specific the teasing gets, the deeper the connection she's signaling. 4. She remembers the small things you say. When a woman is genuinely into you, she stores away the little details you share. Even the ones you barely notice you've said. Maybe you mentioned a big meeting coming up at work, and the next time you see her, she asks how it went. Or perhaps you casually told her you love a certain snack, and later she surprises you with it. This kind of attentive memory is more than just being polite. It's a sign she's actively listening and mentally highlighting your words because they matter to her. In American culture, where small talk can feel surface level, this kind of detailed recall is powerful. It means she's not just passing time with you. She's investing mental and emotional energy into your conversations. Most people forget casual comments, but someone who likes you will replay them in their mind and act on them later. That's how you end up with those "how did you remember that?" moments that make you feel seen. This matters because attention is a currency in relationships. Remembering details shows she values what you say, sees you as more than just another face in the crowd, and wants to create deeper connections. In a world full of distractions, someone who listens like this isn't doing it by accident. It's intentional attraction. 5. She initiates physical contact in subtle ways. Physical touch is one of the most instinctive ways humans show connection. And in the US, it often appears in casual but telling forms. If she likes you, she might lightly brush against you when walking, touch your arm while laughing, or stand close enough that your shoulders or knees naturally graze. These are small gestures, but they're deliberate, and they signal comfort and curiosity about physical closeness. In a culture that values personal space, even a light touch can carry weight. It's not about the action itself, it's about the frequency and context. A friendly pat on the back once could be nothing, but if she consistently finds reasons to touch you in a playful or intimate way, she's breaking that invisible bubble most people keep. That's her way of bridging the gap between just talking and something more. It's also worth noticing how she reacts if you return the gesture. If you touch her arm lightly in response and she doesn't flinch or move away, in fact, she leans in or smiles, that's a green light. Physical touch in American dating is a gradual dance, and if she's initiating it often, she's definitely signaling interest. 6. She gets a little protective or jealous. Even in a culture that promotes independence and playing it cool, a woman's protective or slightly jealous behavior can be a major indicator she likes you. You might notice her body language shift if another woman is giving you attention. She might step closer, join the conversation, or even throw in a playful jab like, "Don't let him fool you." It's subtle, but it's her way of re-establishing her presence and reminding you she's there. This isn't about possessiveness. It's about signaling that she values your attention and doesn't want to feel replaced. In American dating, where exclusivity usually comes later, these moments are an early peek at how she feels. She's not necessarily going to start drama, but she will subtly mark her territory through jokes, extra warmth, or even heightened interest in you during those moments. These cues matter because they reveal her emotional investment. If she didn't care, she wouldn't notice other women talking to you, or she wouldn't feel the need to respond. When she does, it's a clear sign she's tuned in to who you're giving your energy to, and she wants to make sure she stays at the top of that list. 7. She brings you into her inner circle. When a woman likes you, she eventually wants you to meet the people who matter to her, friends, coworkers, maybe even family. In American culture, introducing someone to your inner circle isn't just casual. It's a step toward deeper involvement. She's basically saying, "I want the people I care about to see you the way I do." At first, this might look like inviting you to a group hangout, a party, or a casual lunch with her friends. She'll likely pay attention to how you interact with them, and later, she may even ask her friends what they thought of you. If she likes you, she wants those social circles to overlap in a positive way because it makes her life and potential future with you more connected. This sign is important because it shows trust and intention. In a dating environment where keeping things light is common, blending social world signals that she's picturing you as more than just a fleeting crush. If you notice she's making the effort to include you in her important spaces, it's safe to say she sees you as someone worth holding on to. Attraction isn't always loud or obvious, especially in American dating, where both men and women can be guarded at first. The signs often hide in the small moments. The way she mirrors your energy, finds time for you, teases you, remembers the tiniest details, initiates touch, shows a hint of jealousy, and lets you into her world. The key is learning to read these signals without overthinking them. When you start noticing these patterns, you'll realize she's not just being friendly. She's opening a door. Whether you walk through it is up to you, But one thing's certain. Once you can read these signs, you'll never have to wonder where you stand again.